Institute of Cost and Works Accountants, and it has been renamed as Cost Accountants of India in the year 2012. The institute is the premier accounting body of the Ministry of Corporate in the development and involvement of engagement of cost and accountancy profession in India. And we all know that by the year 2047, Government of India has planned for Vikashit Bharat, where the ECCs are going to play much wider role. As of now, Indian economy GDP is around $4.2 trillion. Now, by the year 2047, the aim is, our target is to reach $30 trillion. Means Indian economy is going to be 7 times larger than what today we have. So in this process, there will be a huge demand for finance professionals, accountants, and people who have some certification or knowledge in accountancy, costing, management accountancy, finance, investment, all those areas, banking, insurance services also. And we all know that Pune, Bangalore, Mumbai, and even Nagpur nowadays is coming up as a hub for GCCs, Global Capability Centers, where even the manufacturing companies, even the IT service companies, they engage people from the local and they try to sell their products or finished products in abroad. So Center for Development of R&D, new products by having a R&D capability center, or Financial Shared Service Center for transaction processing, or Investment Banking Center for giving advisory role for the investment of various corporates. Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Nagpur are group, especially. As a part of that GCC initiative, we want to organize a global capability center conclave summit at Pune, involving CFOs from large MNCs and even from PSUs and the shared service center. So that the 3-4 points we can discuss broadly. One, what is the role of finance professionals in Vikashit Bharat and adding value in GCCs? Second thing, what are all the skill sets that the industry is looking forward for making India a vibrant by the year 2047? And the third one is, what are all the challenges that the present industry is facing? These are the three some themes which CFOs of various companies will be discussing, either in the form of panel discussions as well as debate. So I request all of you to join and we take part and try to understand what are the points discussed. Tomorrow evening, that is on 30th January at 5 p.m. Hotel Taj Vivanta, Hinjuwade. Request you all to join. Thank you to the Pune chapter and Chaitanya sir and media friends for giving me the opportunity. Any questions you can ask?
Vijayaranjan ji, आप वाइस प्रेसिडेंट भी हैं ICMA के.
Sorry sir, I am not vice president sir. The institute is run by 15 council members sir.
आपके वेबसाइट पे तो है.
Neeraj Joshi sir. Neeraj Joshi is the vice president. Neeraj is from Pune sir. Of course, I am a council member, heading the studies, heading the placements, heading the career counseling, heading the advanced studies, research. Likewise, all important committees I am heading. Question tell me sir.
आपने $30 billion ये बना दिया है और एक फिगर बता दिया 2047 ऐसा बन जाएगा. किस ग्राउंड्स पे होगा?
See sir, we are
प्रोडक्शन में आप लोग हैं. Yes. प्रोडक्शन में हम लोग हैं. क्योंकि अगर टॉप मोस्ट इकोनॉमी बनना है तो हमारे पास कुछ प्रोडक्शन चाहिए. उस सेक्टर में हम लोग हैं नहीं कहीं भी. ना चाइना के सामने कुछ है, ना यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स के सामने कुछ है. तो किस बेस पे आप लोग बता रहे हो कि 1947 में हम लोग बड़ी इकोनॉमी बन जाएंगे?
Okay, as of now, US is close to $30 trillion, sir. China is about 90, and next followed by Germany, Japan, and India. We are at fifth. We are at fourth.
ठीक है?
Fourth or fifth.
What are the bases that you are claiming this?
See, the population of China is on a declining trend, whereas our population is still growing. We do have a more working class population. If these working class population are equipped with good skills, that what world is looking for. What world is looking for. If we equip these young people with proper skills, definitely they will be an asset for the world, not only for India. Once all the people, whoever is young now, school-going children, starts working by the year 2030 to 35 onwards, then definitely we can add more value to our GDP. If not 100%, as you say, sir, as of now, services, let me finish, sir. You said manufacturing versus services. That also I want to address. See, sir, services is playing predominantly. Even USA is a number one economy mainly because of services or R&D rather than manufacturing. Manufacturing, as you say, China, Vietnam, these are the places, Korea, Japan, these are the places where manufacturing is leading. Whereas we need to strike a balance between both manufacturing as well as services. Whereas services, it would be a bit easy with having large manpower, with domain expertise, we can have a good R&D centers and come out with innovative products or applications or AI based or now quantum computing. These are all the sectors which we need to look forward and for growing our economy.
Now you said that China's growth population is stagnant now, and India is having young labor or young population, so that we can grow in service sector, we can grow in production. But the question is the kind of society pattern we are having, and you also told about the skill development programs. ये सारी बातें हमारे जो समाज का स्ट्रक्चर है उसके लिए फिट बैठती हैं क्या? अगर बैठी होती तो आज 75 साल में हम कहीं और होते. So what do you how do you claim on this?
Sir, first I agree, sir. First 50 years or 60 years or even this 75 years, it's not that we are lagging. We are growing, but not at the pace as we all expect. But see, first 50 years it was like a consolidation, improving the literacy at a grassroots level. And there is a shift is required from agriculture to industry. That will happen in the first 50 years. Then literacy rate also has gone up, sir. Once the literacy rate goes up, improves, and people will start contributing for the economy, which we are observing in the last 10-15 years, if you observe. That's how the economy has started growing. Earlier it was about $2 trillion economy, if you observe by the year 2014, 15 or 2010. It is not even 2 trillion. Now it has come about more than double. We crossed almost 3 times we have grown now, compared to the 2010 level. Even the GST collections or direct tax collections, you observe almost everything gone up by twice or thrice. If we continue to put our efforts for another 20 years, definitely we are aiming for second. If not second, at least we will end up with third. Because third position attaining itself is a big thing, sir. Now Germany, Japan are just where they are very close to us, we can surpass them in no time. Just hardly it's a matter of 5 to 7 years to surpass Japan or Germany. But going close to China as well as US is the challenging thing. That's why we have a long-term plan. Even the government is saying a long-term plan.
Sir, you guys are there since 1944.
Yes, sir.
Doing cost efficiency for industry and all.
Yes, sir.
But then you said that you were also doing research. But what was the output of it?
Sir, initially the institute was formed during the Second World War.
That was 1944.
The objective is to identify or calculate the cost, because during that time governments won't have time to call for tenders then compare, give the contract to L1 bidder. So at that time, what governments did is cost plus markup, cost plus 5% margin I will give, you prepare a gun and give me. You prepare a machine and give me. Those were the days. So in order to know at that time government's target was to know the actual cost. Then only they can add that profit whatever is committed 5% or 10%. Suppose 100 rupees is the cost, 5% was the agreed margin, so I will pay you 105. That was the objective with which the institute was formed. Then after independence, governments were giving subsidies. If you observe on fertilizer, power, and other, particularly for agri and allied sectors, governments were giving subsidies. Even pharma today also. Those subsidies were computed based on the cost. So that was the era between 50 to 1980, 90. Then, if you observe last 7-8 years, the stent cost or some life-saving drugs prices are controlled by government.
सर आपने बताया था फाइनेंस इंश्योरेंस और बैंकिंग में जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज बढ़ी है, तो उसमें कौन से सेक्टर में ज़्यादा जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज है?
Sir, in almost all the three, see, once the business grows up, GDP grows up, and the economy is growing up, naturally financial transactions increases, banking sector grows, increases. And insurance के बारे में if I have to speak, sir, insurance is a coverage is very, very little or limited in India. Very few people have the medical coverage, very few people have the term life insurance. So definitely these sectors will grow in multi-folds.
वही तो फेलियर है ICMI का, भाई इंश्योरेंस पेनिट्रेट नहीं हो पाया इंडिया में, प्रोडक्शन सेक्टर ग्रो नहीं कर पाया क्योंकि उसकी कॉस्ट इफेक्टिवनेस नहीं बन पाई, गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से भी जो है उतना एफर्ट्स नहीं लगाए गए क्योंकि उनकी भी कॉस्ट इफेक्टिवनेस नहीं बताई गई। आप लोग रिसर्च कर रहे हैं सालों तक,
फेलियर नहीं है सर। I'll give you the example. It is not failure, rather we help government in many of the projects. In 2003 and 4 we did one survey, or we did one study for medical college fees, and that year the fees was reduced by at least by 2 lakh rupees for all the medical colleges. The report was submitted by WIRC. We helped for Khadi Gram Udyog, we did complete costing for Khadi Gram Udyog, we have submitted the report. As of now there is a project going on since last 7-8 years with railway. So we are always working to help the government. That is not our failure. We are there to help everyone. We are there to help common man.
You can tell us about the project.
Let me finish. I tell you, in COVID time, government has specifically approached to our institute when the dolo prices were going up. Government has specifically approached to our institute and took the information really whether really a dolo which is costing ₹1 will sell at ₹20 or 25 rupees. So that kind of information government is always taking with us. I am just giving few examples, but like that we have worked on many of the projects. It is not necessary that those projects.
Dolo tablet is failure of pharmacy industry. Dolo tablet is
No, but in COVID, it was a lifesaver drug.
No, it is not at all.
It was
painkiller.
And Dolo tablet was a pharma. That is the paracetamol is there. It was a lifesaver drug.
Painkiller.
Now that it's failure, but it was a lifesaver drug. So our institute is not failed. I'm damn sure on that. We are always there to help the institute, government.
I already told this stunt pricing or other issues, which institute is working. It involves involvement of all the stakeholders, industry, government, public, as well as the institute. In this process, it has to pass through our approval or involvement, cooperation from all the bodies. So it will take these kind of initiatives will take some little more time than an individual doings. That you need to understand. In that process we are working. That's what we want to tell you.
सम्मेलन के बाद उद्योग जगत में के साथ कोई समझौता किया, कोई ठोस समझौता किया जो रोजगार से जुड़ी पहल की घोषणा ऐसा कुछ किया उद्योग जगत में? सम्मेलन के बाद उद्योग जगत के साथ साथ कोई ठोस समझौता किया या रोजगार से जुड़ी कोई पहल?
होने के बाद पहले होने के बाद
Okay. Sir, as of now, we ourselves approach directly the industry, like PSUs like Power Finance, Indian Oil, Bharat Petroleum, HPCL, Rural Electric Corporation, and